Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And as you already noticed from the thumbnail, the video today is about my top custom figures. And I just want to clarify that there will be like 3 stages of my customs, and it's pretty new on YouTube because I haven't seen anyone who did like this. Please understand me, it's not just my top 10 customized figures. So the first 2, 3 will be about fully customizable figures like molding, repainting, some additional stuff like everything. Just a solid custom figures, mine. Then the second stage is more like just a repaint, maybe some cloth pieces, additional cloth pieces like capes, hoods, and whatever. And the last one is just repaint. So yeah, so it's not that the first one will be better than 10 one. The first, no, okay, all right, I'm sorry, you get what I mean, right? All right, so the number 10 is Iron Spider. Definitely battle damage suit. Oh, I remember when I did him. It's a really wild project, and I'm proud that I made him. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. So first of all, to work with him, all armor was silver, and I just sand it down and repaint it, and it was actually much better the first time. But after some, I don't know, time and maybe some playing with him, somehow he just got damaged. But before I thought that this figure is horrible, my custom just ruined it. But after some time, I actually started enjoying it because look at all these details. It looks so natural. Like you can see how all these legs and other stuff looks like a real paint scratches on the armor, and it's really good dam battle damage figure because it's so realistic. I just don't know. It just looks really cool. It's just a cool concept because yeah, I just really like it because there's not so much cool figures with a battle damage effect or let's say design. So this is definitely a pretty solid figure. So yeah, I repainted it in red, in a metal red. Also I used some cold color, and I also mold the head. And you can see I just use a special clay for molding and mold the helmet. I was more I was trying to capture the look from the game because this is actually more accurate to the game, the PS4 Spider-Man, than rather the comics because I saw that all this overall the Infamous armor looks very similar to the Iron Spider armor, so I thought why not? Plus in that time this figure was very cheap before Doomsday announcement, all the stuff with Robert Jr. With Robert Downey Jr. So yeah, maybe now I regret that I used the figure for the custom because for now, if you find this figure, that was very expensive. But hey, how I could know that, right? So yeah, the fist and also the blaster effects, I also repaint them, and you can put any blaster in him. There's also ports and legs, and yeah, it's just overall really cool figure. Look at that. Yeah, there's also some claws. spider legs, but it just didn't work because I was trying to put the from the Tom Holland Iron Spider armor to him, but they just don't work properly. They just keep falling apart. So yeah, sorry for that. I could not show you the spider legs, but hey, it's a battle damage suit, so it's actually okay that he doesn't have it. Alright, number 9, Mr. Knight. This is also another fully repainted. Okay, let's not use this rotation because, as you know, this is the old suit body mode, and it's very fragile because his wonky legs just cannot stand. Just a big problem of the old suit molds. I'm glad that they already created a new mold with the big legs and more with no pins and just yeah, it's the new body mold with the suit looks really cool. But in that time, there's only one option was only one option, so yeah, I used this. It was kind of easy and at the same time hard to create this custom. First of all, I used the arcade um, body for this because when I saw this figure, I right away I had only one thought. I needed I needed to create my Mr. Knight. I was waiting for that for just such a long time because there's only one figure with a fully white suit and was the best, ladies and gentlemen, the best. It's very important piece because some people don't care about that, but it's actually very important that Mr. Knight actually have a vest. So I saw many customers who just used some other suit body modes with no vest and just repainted white. To me, it's not accurate. Mr. Knight always wear the vest. So I took this arcade figure and turned him into Mr. Knight. I used the head from G.I. Joe figures. I don't remember the guy who what the guy was at, but I just yeah, it was like a. I'm not the. I don't know all the characters in that franchise, but yeah, there was a guy with a multiple mask. Okay, so anyway, I used his head and molded with the clay and create this Mr. Knight comic look like. And I think it looks pretty solid. What do you think? Also, I could arcade had like a damn it, I don't know how you call that, but I use a tie with a bendy wire, and it's just kind of cool feature. You can play with it like and do some cool photography. Because I don't know, just it's actually really cool to have bendy wire tie. You can create some really epic poses with that and give some more atmosphere for your figure. I don't know. What do you think? And at first time he was just white. Also, I removed his funny kids sneakers. Yeah, he had like a really funny big shoes, and I removed them and just changed it to this one. I think I took these legs from the Spy Master, and they works kind of cool. I also repainted in white and looked like a really pretty solid white shoes. Okay, so after some time, I realized that it actually looks really boring, just a white figure. So I thought, why not to add some dark outline to give this really comic book look design. So I just used my Sharpie and did this all shading, and I think it looks much better with all of these outlines. You can like really can capture this comic book design. And also this is custom kali or sticks, how you call that? I used it like a chopsticks from the kebabs, from the wood. It made from the wood and they fit perfectly in the head. And yeah, that's actually it. Another thing, I also realized that the best kind of did not help him to move forward properly. But I also didn't want to ruin the vest, so I just cut this and kind of create this like he's just exposed his vest, but at the same time it's also there. Sorry for my English, if you, but I think if I said it correct. I said this correctly. So yeah, there is the vest, and also he can easily move it forward. So like, I think it's pretty smart. Okay, so yeah, Mr. Knight. So if we already start to talk about Mr. Knight, here's the TV show version, both of them, Mr. Knight and Moon Knight. It's not just a repaint, I also did some modification in them. Let's start with a new Mr. Knight figure. As you can see, he has a new legs, which is really cool. There's no pins in it, and they're not uh, they're not thin, so he can stand very easily on his feet. So besides of the repaint, this dark wash, I also create this custom vest for him. And yeah, I just because I also wanted to kind of have this articulation. So the other, as you know, that his original vest could not do that because it's just was rubber piece. So what I did, I actually used the original vest, and then I just cut it from the jacket, and then I molded the clay on top of the vest and kind of extend the vest. If you understand what I mean, what do I mean? So kind of work. It's kind of hard work, but I also have a video on my YouTube channel, so you can find there. And there's more details about how I did this. So yeah, but I think it looks really great. It kind of also gives this, I don't know, just how I can say that he looks much bigger than before with this kind of vest. I don't know. Oh, also yeah, look at this eyes and this. I added some more blue outline on them. And I think that looks really great. Okay, and then the Moon Knight. This completely molded head, not a 3D printed, not 3D printed. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, oh God, sorry. I'm so tired. I don't know why. Everything for you guys. Anyway, so I used the white vision head, and then and again I molded with the clay on top of that, and I completely create the hood with the clay, and use some type like a like this type tape thing, but in green color, and I cut small lines with it and just stick it there, and that's how I create this look of Mr. Knight. Oh, of Moon Knight, sorry. I think it looks really cool. I really like it. It's more accurate than the original one. And yeah, I did the repaint also with dark wash, and I create completely new cape with the bendy wires. So that's a really good thing. Really good thing. Now this figure looks fantastic. Yep. Okay. Now let's talk about some Daredevil figures. So first of all, this is a new Daredevil figure. I don't know what the name of that suit, but beside of the repaint, this dark wash, I also gave him the hood. It's actually from the infamous Herman. I just repainted in red, and I create this scarf. And I know this looks better than it was before. You can easily remove the hood and just keep the scarf. And this looks really cool too. Look at that. You can play with it, do whatever you want. It has actually one bendy wire, so you can manipulate that and create your own shape. If you don't want to keep his mouth covered, you can just do this and it still looks great. I also think I did a pretty good job for that. Nothing much to tell because we are actually already on the second stage. We're going, oh yeah, it's actually the end of the second stage. Now we're going to talk only about the repaint figures. And here's my original classic Daredevil figure, the first release, which was like a second wave of Marvel Legends when the Pizza Spidey was introduced. So yeah, this is that Daredevil figure. No, don't say it like that. This no, that this you this is the figure from that release. Okay, sorry, I just English is killing me. I don't know. Usually I can speak it more, maybe because I'm just tired. Okay, should I really continue this? I'm so embarrassed. I'm so sorry. Okay, so Daredevil figure. Daredevil figure. I did the same thing as I did for my Mr. Knight figure. I tried to capture this comic book look. So I added this black outline with a Sharpie. Also give this overall comic book design. Yeah, that's basically it. I just did a pretty good job of repainting him, and I also give him this custom sticks. Sorry, I don't know the proper name for that. I know that it's not just sticks, but yeah, just I don't know the name in English. How you call it in English? So yeah, that's it. You can also find this video on my YouTube. I just did the whole process on that video. Here comes some cool stuff. Spidey, yeah. So this is the original retro Spidey mold, but I repainted and changed the head from the original to the which came with Superior Spider-Man. And did you notice? No, do you notice what the designer was inspired by? So basically, it looks like inspired from Age of Time game. And yeah, that's what I wanted to get from this figure. Sorry, it's a little bit dusty because I just took it from my shelf, but you can see how hard it was to paint. No, not paint, just write, draw with this web lines. But after that, it looks really cool. And also, I did some dark shading on the blue parts. So yeah, that's how he looks like. Okay, next, while we still talk about Spider-Man, let's take a look on his villain. And this is the Electro from the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie. Again, it's just a repaint. Can you actually see that? But there is some blue, but originally his suit was just black, but in the movie it was more blue, dark blue color. So I tried to capture this color, but I think it's kind of sometimes really hard to see. But yeah, there is a blue actually on it. And the head, I could not just. I don't have 3D printer, so I know that the original mold nothing looks like Jamie Foxx, but I was just trying to make it better, the actual head. So I just gave him this dark blue outlines around his eyes and mouth, and I think it looks much better than it was before. I also like tried to give this. I had the paint which glows in the dark, so he could glow in the dark. But I don't really like this paint. It's kind of works, but at the same time, it's kind of messy stuff. So yeah, don't really like this experience. But hey, here's Electra. I also removed this kind of random stuff on his shoulders. Yeah, that's it. And next, here's a Deadpool figure. All I did is just I added this dark wash around the suit because, as you know, in the movie, his suit was more all dusty, unknown, greasy, and just bluey, and overall dirty. So I tried to do the same thing here. And it's actually really good because I wish that they would do this in the first place because there's so much details on his scope, and you will probably not notice that if only you're not do dark wash. Because see all these wrinkles on his suit and all these small details. You can see that more properly after you only do the dark wash thing. So yeah, I'm not regretting that. It definitely must have to do this. He looks, he just looks premium look like. Okay. Also, how I could not forget this masterpiece, my Toby Spider-Man figure from Toy Biz, repainted and very loosey joints, but I really like how I did this. So originally they had the black color in him, but I repainted in the blue and I refreshed his webs with kind of bright silver color and lenses. I also give them new look, and yeah, overall I just give this figure a new fresh look. It looks new. It looks really cool, and not just cool, just sensational, amazing. I really like how I turned this figure because yeah, it just looks really cool. Oh, sorry, I said it again. Oh my god! All right, just agree with me. It looks really badass. No? Come on. Yeah, I think I did a pretty good job on it. Unfortunately, he's very loosey, so it's kind of hard to play with him. But he can put some poses. You can put him in some poses. But what I did, I just put him in that kind of jumping spider pose, and he just all right. You know what? Why I'm doing this in front of the camera? I will just do this after. Okay, so let's finish with two, not random but different figures. First of all, it's Captain America, Ultimate Captain America, and yeah, I did the same thing which I did for the previous figure. I added this dark wash, and I changed the red more like a bloody dark red, And also I think I just slightly added another blue on him. And yeah, what do you think? Is it better than it was before? I think yes. Also yeah, just a little lot of shading on him was all there. I was trying to experiment with other colors on him and I just love the result. Yeah. And then Shocker. It's a crime that they didn't repainted his lines on the suit. So of course I did this. But it was kind of hard to find this thin marker back in that time. But after that, you need to seal it because it's kind of actually easy to remove it. So yeah. But that's not the only thing. I also try to give them this moody kind of look. There is dirty look on the suit, so the brown parts also had some black spots on him, like a dirt or something. And the yellow doesn't look like a new brand new suit. It kind of looks like the suit was already worn for many times. So yeah, it's a shocker. Why not? I think it just looked great. Nothing much to tell. I like the result. Okay, I think that's it. There is a couple other figures, but I think they're not worth of mentioning. Yeah, maybe the Hansen. Should I show you the Hansen? No, he's too big. Okay. Anyway, you can find him in my shorts videos. I also did some repainting him. Yeah. Okay, that's actually it. I hope you liked the video. Please subscribe, hit a like, and tell me in the comments which you think is your favorite, which costume you think is the best, which they repaint is the best. And yeah, I hope you also get some tingles from this video. Just to have a good rest. Yeah.